Christopher Steele, the former British intelligence officer who compiled an explosive dossier of allegations of collusion between the Trump campaign and the Kremlin, believes it to 70% to 90% accurate, according to a new book on the covert Russian intervention in the 2016 U.S. election. The book, Collusion: How Russia Helped Donald Trump Win, by Guardian journalist Luke Harding, quotes Steele as telling friends that he believes his reports, based on sources cultivated over 3 decades of intelligence work, will be vindicated as the U.S. Special Counsel investigation digs deeper into contacts between Trump, his associates, and Moscow. "I've been dealing with this country for 30 years. Why would I invent this stuff?" Steele is quoted as saying. One of the reasons his dossier was taken seriously in Washington in 2016 was Steele's reputation in the U.S. for producing reliable reports on Russia, according to Harding's book. Between 2014 and 2016, he authored more than 100 reports on Russia and Ukraine, which were commissioned by private clients but shared widely within the State Department and passed across the desks of the Secretary of State, John Kerry, and the Assistant Secretary Victoria Nuland, who led the U.S. response to the annexation of Crimea and the covert invasion of eastern Ukraine. The sources for those reports were the same as those quoted in the dossier on Trump, which included allegations that the Kremlin had personally compromising material on the U.S. president, including sex tapes recorded during a trip to Moscow in 2013, and that Trump and his associates actively colluded with Russian intelligence to influence the election in his favor. Years earlier, Steele shared the results of his investigation of the global football organization, FIFA, with a senior FBI official in Rome that led to an investigation by U.S. federal prosecutors, and ultimately the arrest of 7 FIFA officials. The episode burnished Steele's reputation inside the U.S. intelligence community and the FBI. Here was a well-connected Brit, who understood Russian espionage and its subterranean tricks. Steele was regarded as credible, Harding writes. The story of Donald Trump and Russia comes down to this: a sitting president or his campaign is suspected of having coordinated with a foreign country to manipulate a U.S. election. The story could not be bigger, and the stakes for Trump and the country could not be higher. Investigators are asking 2 basic questions. Did Trump's presidential campaign collude at any level with Russian operatives to sway the 2016 U.S. presidential election? And did Trump or others break the law to throw investigators off the trail? While a majority of the American public now believes that Russia tried to disrupt the U.S. election, opinions about Trump campaign involvement tend to split along partisan lines. 73% of Republicans, but only 13% of Democrats, believe Trump did nothing wrong in his dealings with Russia and its president, Vladimir Putin. The affair has the potential to eject Trump from office. Experienced legal observers believe that prosecutors are investigating whether Trump committed an obstruction of justice.